the singing chef. Let me make you sing and your taste buds wet. All we want for you to see is how we living in a blessed country. Yeah.
Hello guys, hello out there. Welcome to the Singing Chef Show, and I'm EON John, your singing chef. Okay, we're coming to you live from Georgetown, Guyana. Excellent. So what we're going to be doing today is a little mishmash, but it's going to be really, really cool and really excited. Like we said, simple, elegant, and seriously delicious. Okay, now we've got a chicken here. You wonder what we're going to do with that. Right, but we got chicken. We're doing is a paprika chicken that's gonna go with well, it's kind of like an eddo mash, right? You know, it's got different preparations in there. Got cassava in there as well. But anyway, we'll show you what we're doing there. And we've got some chicken stock, coconut milk, and sour cream. We've got like tomato ketchup, tomato paste, lots of paprika. This is a heavy paprika dish, and cayenne pepper. And then we've got this, we're going to thicken it up with that little bit of flour right there. And this is to kind of, this big leaf thyme, broad leaf thyme is going to flavor it along with our basil or Guyanese basil or marred man, which is dying to actually go in there. So I better get on with this, right? And this is passata. This is my own mix, my own tomato sauce that I make when... from time to time, I just get lots from the market and I make my own tomato sauce. But you don't have to do this. You can use whatever is at your disposal. Right, the first things first. So what we need to do... I'm going to take this off here just for a second because I don't want to get too hot. I'll leave that running. I'm going to get the... Yeah, this is baked potato. We're gonna be doing a mash, so I just need it cut up so that it just cooks a little bit. Right. Let me move this over here so you can actually see what I'm doing. Right. Right. Okay. That's a bit of English potato. We're going to put in our cassava. Ooh. Right. And I'm chopping it up like this because at a certain size, a lot of these vegetables, ground vegetables, they actually cook. They cook at the same time. They actually, very similar cooking times, right? Okay, this is the sweet potato. That's all right. Gosh, I'm making a lot of mash today, aren't I? Okay. Let me get one large eddo, which is the main thing. I like mixing like the sweet potato and cassava and English potato, but the eddo has just got that beautiful nutty flavor that I always make sure that dominates. We're going to come in with a nice, beautiful mash that's going to go along with this paprika chicken. There you go. All right, let me finish that up. And you guys probably wondering why am I using this big hatchet. You've seen me use it before. It's just that I've got some very, very accomplished knives upstairs, but I am telling you, the ones that makes this one here, it just makes it so easy. A nice sharp point. It's nice and heavy. So, and actually I learned that from my mom because my mom always used to cut with a big hatchet like this, and now I understand why. Very convenient. So that's good there. That's starting to boil. Okay, just put a little bit of, that's Himalayan salt, by the way. If you could find really good salt, it's really good, and if you could afford really good salt, because something like the Himalayan salt, it's got like 75 different compounds in it. If you just use like the regular iodized salt, Not so many, but this is actually a kind of like a good, it's like a food instead of just like something that's just there to flavor your food. So you get nutrients from this. So that's why, and it's so readily available. You can get it from corner shops now here in Guyana, which is just fabulous. So take advantage of it, guys, and it's not expensive. I'm just gonna grab my board from here, my chicken board. Wonderful. Right. So here, I'm gonna put a little oil here. To start this all off. And I'm just going to cut this chicken up. See, when I take this fat off, this fatty bit here, I actually want that in the oil, right? And I'm going to take a little bit of the bone because I don't want too much bone in there. Okay, I'm going to put that in. I want everything to flavor the oil, right? That you know how to do this as well, right? You just do a little cut, and then you can see it actually comes off, right? And then I'm going to chop this up into bits, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in for flavor, and those bits I'm going to take out later, right? Because I want the elegant pieces in there, but don't waste them. Just use them. They act almost like a stock, right? Let those ones go first. A bit of skin, just neaten it up. Beautiful. Yeah, get your flavors there. And we just, yeah. Probably. This is such a big chicken. Probably. Okay. So you go over there, you stay in the oil, and I'm putting. The bits are going to keep on this side, so I know exactly where it is. See, so they work together like that. Okay, not so much fat on this. There we go. And you see, it makes this really rich chickeny flavor. I got that right on the button there. Okay. Right. Wonderful. So we got that. That's all taken care of now. And you see how this is getting, it's got like that kind of like almost like, it's got that, you see it's like perforating a little bit. It's called rendering. I'm just going to render this a little bit, yeah? Okay. Let's go to the side.
The singing chef, we gon' make you sing and you taste buds red. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, but east to the eastbound shore to Georgetown City. I can win you what I to the hinterlands, from the Quarantino River to Linden Town. All we want for you to do.
And I see how our chicken is just looking lovely here. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Oh geez. Try turning it up and I end up turning it off. Not good. Okay, let's turn this back on, shall we? Yes, right. So I want a really nice fire because I want this thing to brown. And you see our potatoes are really getting going there, so that's really good. Right, now that looks very fabulous. Right. Okay. See, what I did was I kept these little bits that I just want to flavor. I kept that a certain size. So I'm going to be able to see it because I'm going to continue. We're going to add all the other bits, and this is almost ready to slight browning on each side, and it's almost ready to basically start the stew. And as you've seen, I've done in the past, I've actually taken a lot of, I will take the chicken out. With this one, no. This one we gotta leave that baby in there. Okay. Lovely. Okay. That's immersed in there. Wonderful chicken flavor. You can almost taste that already, but that's just pure chicken, and I'm getting the fat, everything in there because I need that for this meal. This is like a hearty meal. It's inspired by basically a Hungarian recipe that I tried ages ago from a friend in London when I used to live in London. Okay, so let's put our tomato paste in there. All right. I want to mix it all up in a second. I want to put some ketchup in there. This is like 6 tablespoons of paprika. And what I did like 2 tablespoons of normal paprika, and then I did 4 tablespoons of the smoked one. So this is the business, because this has to go off in the paprika, right? That's why it's paprika chicken. There you go. You see how lovely that lovely color is actually taken on. Nice. Always nice. Look at that. All right? So you kind of want it to cook like this. And then I've got some cayenne pepper. And the reason I'm using cayenne pepper, because this is how the recipe goes. But a little secret about cayenne pepper, it's really, really good for opening up, like you're basically starting your appetite, but it opens up your tummy, going to your tummy and stuff like that. It's a really good precursor to food. So if you add it to your food and it's coming down there, basically it aids in really good digestion. Always a good thing. Okay, but just put as much as you can stand. Like I just put in about a teaspoon, but you can put more in if you want. And then you can add like your wiri and some other kind of more fancy stuff. But we're gonna keep it like that because I want it to cook in there like this. This is married man. So this is a great time to add my basil. I mean, you guys used to me whipping up my herbs. I like whipping herbs because it's just, you get this luscious burst of flavor all over your stew. Like that. And also you can, so why not? Great. Doesn't that look fabulous? Look, see how that's really cooking in there? Look at that. That paprika just takes on like a life of its own. I'm just gonna add a bit of salt. Not much. Not yet anyway. Alright. And now this is just kind of doing what I need for it to do now. So this is the point. I'm gonna add my chicken stock. Hey. And you see how it's staying really nice and red and beautiful, right? We need for it to cook in that. Just gonna clear out this glass a little bit. All right. Okay, now you see what I'm talking about, this rich sauce. Look at that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put a little bit of sugar in there. I'm talking not too much, right? And I got some black pepper, which really makes this dish. And I usually add, I get black peppercorns or just peppercorns, and I crush it myself because it's a much better product and it stays fresher for longer, and you get more of the oils from the black pepper. So for this kind of meal, you kind of need to do that if you can, otherwise no big deal. But you got to get the black pepper in there. Yeah, and look at that. Oh yeah, It's coming. It's coming. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna put in a little bit of wiri pepper in there. Because you know I never cook without wiri. And that's like half a teaspoon. It's gonna give you a nice flavor. That's wiri sauce. My own wiri sauce, of course. Let me taste that. Oh yeah. Okay, so just gonna let that cook for another, I don't know, about 5 minutes. So let it just coagulate, and then we got more stuff to add to that. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna go to our check out our mash and make sure that that's all set. So let's see what's happening. Can this stick go through that? Is it softened up enough? Not quite. Okay. So we'll be back to do the mash and then tend to this beautiful thing.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, my beast to the eastbound shore to Georgetown City. I can win you up a boat to the hinterlands from the Quarantine River to Linden Town. All we want for you to do.
Hey, so here we go. Guyanese paprika chicken. That's looking really good. Look at everything's cooking in now. Time to add the coconut milk. Coconut milk. Right. That is only about half a cup, right? It just gives it a nice buoyancy, which is what I want. And we're gonna add a little flour to thicken up the sauce. Fabulous. And last but not least, we want to go creamy, and that's some sour cream. Great. Okay, so now all that's just going to finish very gently, and I'm going to move it to this stove here, because then we can get out doing our mash, stuff like that. We're going to cook that nice and gently, and it's just going to percolate over there. Okay, here we go. That's basic our Guyanese chicken paprika, or paprika chicken, however you want to do it. Okay, lovely. Turn it off, bring this forward, and let me just check to make sure everything is done. Eddo and everything, particularly the eddo. Yes, great. So what we're gonna do now is throw this out, drain that completely, smashing. All right, we're gonna put it into this bad boy here. Turn that off. I'm going to put this on top of this hot stove because I want this to stay really hot. Okay, let's put these ones to the side. Alright, there's the mash. We got a little salt to it. Okay.
We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, my beast to the eastbound shore to Georgetown City. I can win you up a boat to the hinterlands from the Quarantine River to Linden Town. All we want for you to do.
Lovely. Okay, gonna put the rest of the cayenne pepper in there. A whole load of butter. That's what really makes it beautiful. And then we mash. Great. So we mash. Mash, mash away on a glorious day. Okay, look at that one. Now just give us the best mash. Now that is what you call a beautiful creaminess. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and you taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, my beast to the eastbound shore to Georgetown City. I can win you what I hold to the hinterlands from the Quarantino River to Lindentown. All we want for you to do.
Hello guys. This is our Guyanese paprika chicken and it's looking really beautiful. Let's see what we got there. Look at that. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, right? Oh my gosh. The one thing that I had to add in a bit later. I didn't tell you. I told you I was going to do it, but I just did it later and I had to do it straight away. Is the passata or the tomato sauce. I had to add it in there and then it got its real color and there you go. But anyway, this is after about 5 minutes. We let everything color like reduce down and that chicken is absolutely ready. So I think what we should do is let us serve up. Okay, I want a nice dollop. Oh yes, that is what you call gorgeous mash. Gorgeous mash is always a smash. There we go. Beautiful. That just looks great. Now we will pick ourselves a nice piece of chicken. And another nice piece of chicken. Very nice. Let me just put a bit more sauce over the mash. Yes. Over the mash. And just for a little bit of color, Guyanese paprika chicken with an eddo mash, and that is one plate of beautifulness. Okay, let's have it over here and we get Miss Jessica to come and taste.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and you taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, my beast to the eastbound shore to Georgetown City. I can win you what I hold to the hinterlands from the Quarantino River to Lindentown. All we want for you to do.
Hey guys, let's get Miss Jessica to come and try our paprika chicken, Guyanese paprika chicken with eddo mash. Doesn't that look gorgeous?
Hi everybody. It does look gorgeous actually. It really, really does.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it smells absolutely divine. It
Yeah, it's
really
fantastic.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, let's get a little bit of the chicken and a little bit of the mash and a little bit of the sauce. Like so. That is really tasty.
It's a nice combination. And you see the mash.
Really rich.
Yeah, well, we put quite a lot of butter into the mash. I just felt really indulgent today. You got to do it sometimes, you know.
No, it's a really rich, gorgeous, deep flavour.
Yeah, but it's the paprika chicken is fantastic. But I'm telling you, this mash, when you use provisions, like we use mostly eddo, then we got this cassava in there, there's sweet potato, and I use a little bit of English potato.
And this is all coming from the ground. Dish.
Yeah, very Guyanese dish. This isn't made anywhere else. And you put that combination with a bit of salt and butter, and you just double mash it. Oh my gosh, it's just...
I'll tell you who we should give some of this to.
Who?
We went to buy some ice because we were doing a big...
Oh yeah.
7 curry tour with some of our expat groups here in Guyana. There's quite a lot of them, so we needed a lot of ice, so we went to buy several bags of ice, and the lady that sold the ice, what did she say to you?
I think it's her husband who actually said to me, take another bag. He said, just make sure you bring some of that fancy food and so we can taste it. So
we should go and bring her.
I think we're going to take this one, this Guyanese paprika chicken, we're going to take some around.
Yeah.
For her to taste.
So thanks for watching the show, ice people.
Thanks to you guys that are tuning in for the first time. Thanks to you guys that are tuning in, like our regulars. It's all kind of growing.
Yeah, we'd like you all to, if you like and enjoy the program, there's someone you love and you think would really enjoy this, living overseas, please share it with them. Because nothing connects the Guyanese like food, as we all know.
Yeah.
And we're getting such a lot of response from overseas now, and we want to keep that going.
Yeah.
Guyanese food should reach everywhere.
Right.
Not just Guyana, it should reach Toronto, should reach London, should reach
please
New York,
tell us where you're. Let us know where you're actually tuning in from. So thanks to TBN and bye bye. Thank you. See you next time.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, Maurice to the eastbound shore to Georgetown City. I can win you what I to the hinterlands, from the Quarantino River to Linden Town. All we want for you to do.
Come on our tours. This is one of our tours. It's a 7 curry tour. You get to hear this song. But check it out. It's called Singing Chef Adventure 7 Curry Tour Song. Oh yeah, we in Georgetown, gathering lilies from the lotus garden, then to the market to meet Buddy and Son. They go give you sweet, sweet coconut water from the Pomeranian, then to the old village of Tony and family. They go show you how we make delectable Rastafari, then to the garden, fire up the stove. It's the singing chef adventure 7 curry tour. Joyous, yes, and delicious.
So welcome to the world of the singing chef. Let me make you sing and your taste buds wet. All we want for you to see is how we living in a blessed country. Yeah.